Each year, thousands of dogs and cats end up in shelters. The unfortunate reality of shelter life means many of the animals are put down because there's not enough room or funds to keep them. Fortunately, there are many caring volunteers in our area who foster animals and help place them in loving homes. Angela Yingling met with one local couple in Southwest Virginia doing their part to give shelter animals a second chance at life.
The animals here at the Washington County, Virginia Animal Shelter could do without Thursdays. You see, Thursdays are the day when shelter workers have the agonizing job of deciding who gets to stay and whose time is up. It's the ugly reality for many animals, but thanks to Kay and Walter Stewart, some of these four-legged friends are being unleashed into a new life. Each Thursday morning, the Stewarts come to the shelter and take as many dogs and cats as they can. They work with rescue groups all around the region to find places for these animals to go.
After I've worked probably until midnight with the rescues, trying to figure out who they can take, who I can take, then I make up my list.
With her list in hand, one by one, the dogs and cats get loaded into the van. This group of dogs and cats aren't staying local.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Yeah, it's yours. We're going to get you out of here. Yes.
They're heading toward Richmond, Virginia, where Walter will meet up with several rescue groups.
13, 14, 20 dogs and 4 cats.
Week after week, for nearly 6 years now, the Stewarts have been loading up their van and making the long trip.
It's just tremendous what they've done. This year alone, it's around 1,250. It's cats and dogs.
And then this is Tom that you'll be meeting.
After a few final trip plans and some water for the ride,
once in a while you have to stop and clean up a little bit, but they travel pretty well. Once you get on the road, they kind of just go to sleep.
The dogs and cats not going to a rescue group often head home to the Stewarts. These foster pets are kept and cared for until a permanent home can be found.
This guy's Chad, and he is part chocolate lab, and don't know what the rest is except beautiful and handsome.
The Stewarts don't just bring home dogs. At their place, there's room for cats, too. During their stay, the animals live a good life. The dogs each have their own pen and heated dog houses, while the cats are free to roam and play indoors. But cleaning up after, feeding, and providing medical care to all of these animals is an around-the-clock job, and working full-time again can be a challenge for this retired couple. But during the tough times, pictures and letters from happy owners help get them through.
This is Twerp, who they named Smokey.
Thousands of dogs and cats the Stewarts once fostered are now in loving homes all across the country and even the world.
I've attached a picture of Eli. He's now 2.5, living in Sweden.
And the happy endings are exactly why Kay and Walter Stewart do what they do.
There is a home out there for absolutely every animal. It's just finding it, having the time, and putting in the effort to find that home for them.
In Washington County, Virginia, Angela Yingling, Fox Tri-Cities.
If you want to adopt an animal, shelters want you to remember that it's a big responsibility, so you have to be committed, but it's also a very rewarding experience. And to help control the pet population, it's important to get your animal spayed or neutered. Check with your local animal shelter to learn more about low-cost options.